So you think you can squat? Well, today we're going to find out if you can or not. Squatting pattern is a fundamental pattern that we all have or should have that many of us can't do. So the question becomes, can you squat properly? Many of you might ask, well, who really cares if I can squat properly? Well, if you can't squat properly, a lot of times that can lead to dysfunction and cause pain in your back, your hips, your knees, even your feet. So we're going to go through some common faults we see in the squatting pattern, and you can determine if you have good squatting mechanics or not. And then we can talk about ways that you can get around that and areas you can work on to fix that. So we're going to have Leon come out, and we're going to demonstrate a good squat pattern, and then we're going to go through some common faults. So the key to the squat pattern, again, is your positioning. So we're generally going to have the feet a little more than shoulder width apart. You can have your toes open a little bit. That generally helps most people with their hips. And then we're going to just have the arms up at a slight angle, and we're just going to go through that squat. So as Leon squats down, we're going to watch for a few things, right? We're going to watch his knees, maybe track over the toes. They can go a little in front of the toes. That's totally fine. They shouldn't go way in front of the toes, but they should track down. You should be able to get below parallel, so your butt should be below your knees at least a little bit. You should have no pain, obviously. And then we'll have Leon turn to the side, so we'll demonstrate so you can see it there. And then we're going to look at a couple angles. We're going to look at his torso right here, right? We're going to look at that, and that should be parallel as he comes down to his shins. So if we're going to project both these lines up, his torso and his shins, they should be parallel. They shouldn't be converging or diverging. So we see a good relative squat pattern there, okay? So now we're going to go over some faults. There's 4 main areas we generally are going to address or look for. Your spine is probably one of the bigger areas, and we'll start at the top there. So you can have your thoracic spine, which is your upper back right here, or your lumbar spine, and a combination of both. So if you were to compensate actually through your thoracic spine, or you actually don't have enough what we call extension, which is leaning backwards, then what you're going to be is a little more rounded. And as you go down into that squat pattern, you're actually going to be shifted forward a bit. This way, your chest isn't going to be up as high. And again, you're going to see that. You're going to see this angle now is converging towards his shins. Right now, they would intersect at a line up here. So this would be possibly because he has poor thoracic extension up here. So that would be an area to work at. If we're moving down to the lumbar spine, this one common compensation there is that people excessively arch their back. They actually have too much arch. And as they're going through, that puts a lot of pressure and strain through their low back there. So many of these individuals generally feel that in their back, and they feel the strain. So if you're looking, and again, his angles, he's steeper angle here because of the excessive arch. He's actually upright a little too much there. So we're looking at those two. So look at the spine, have someone take a picture of you over a video so you can see what we're talking about and see if you have any compensations through your back. If you do, you address them. With the thoracic spine, what you can do